Magneto! My time to shine. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
LeBron? LeBron! Got him. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Go Luna. There you go. Oh, cancel it.
Nice.
Oh! Oh! Holy shit! Magneto, the most racist character in Marvel Rivals. And to become him, you must be racist yourself. Racist towards who, you might ask? Strategists. If that fucker heals, it's your job to make sure they don't. It's your job to bubble your aura farming magic main to see that the job is done, and those little rats die. Marvel Rivals has been stuck in a support-centered chokehold for weeks now. Oh, you want to use your Darkchild? Luna ult. You want to use Psylocke ult? Invis ult. You want to check the price of the cheapest Town Hall? Cloak ult. Supports have plagued the very fibre of this game, and as Magneto you will eradicate each and every one of them off the face of this earth one by one until you win. Until they fear Magneto. I'm an Eternity tank player and I have about 50 hours on Mag so far. And today I'm here to educate you on how to do it properly, because I've seen viewers from my stream mess up things so much. So firstly, when do you pick Mag? If the enemy has Rocket, Punisher, Bucky, then you go Mag. If they have divers in your backline, or if you have divers in their backline, you can go Mag. If they have a composition with more support ultimates like Luna Cloak, meanwhile you have a bum-ass Jeff one trick, then go Mag. Magneto is one of the most versatile and tanky tanks in the game, and trust me, if you cut Magneto's arm he just bleeds value. His bubble, his infinite HP shield, his ultimate, his one-shot combo, each and every one of these can win you fights and games, so listen up. I will give you top level tips to help you win games and strike fear into your enemies' hearts. Firstly, the shield. It lasts about a second and a half and needs to be used only when necessary. The majority of the time you do want to use cover and your body to take damage, because if they pop an ultimate and you don't have your shield, then you stand to lose an entire team fight. And remember, it has infinite HP. You want some bum-ass Doctor Strange with an 800 HP shield. You can absorb an Iron Man ult, a Wanda ult, and a Thor ult at the same time if they happen to use all three for whatever reason. This makes Magneto the god of soaking damage. His shield is on a 3-second cooldown and only lasts as long as it has on the resource meter. Seriously pay attention to how much energy your shield has, because it'll let you know whether your next shield will last a fraction of a second or whether it'll be up for a good amount of time. In the neutral of a fight, you want to constantly shoot your primary fire. It does 80 damage if you hit it directly and has slight splash damage, so if you need to finish a 1 HP target, just hit the floor by their feet and you'll get the kill. His right click also does 90 damage at max charge, so if you hit 2 primary fires and a right click, you can burst down a 250 HP target after this new patch. Though this is hard because people move around and tend to get healed a lot, it's still possible, so do try it. And this ties to my next point, which is the focus squishies. If you're standing shooting a damn strange shield all game, you are throwing. Find gaps between the tanks and get shots onto supports ideally to force cooldowns and force their team back. Because if their healers are getting pressured, their team will start to crumble. Now, one thing I see people mess up the absolute most is the bubble. Only use this on yourself if you need it. Use it on yourself if you're going to die, or you can body block an ultimate. If an Iron Man ult and you have no shield and he happens to be quite low to the ground, then bubbling in his face to block it is good value. Simply using it to block damage when you have healers, cover, and your entire shield is just stupid. The best use for your bubble is on squishy targets either defensively or occasionally offensively. Using it to bubble your cloak, for example, to save it for an enemy Magneto ultimate is a good defensive opportunity. And if your team is looking to take space and get picks, using it on a Star-Lord, a Magic, a Panther gets so much value. It has 300 HP, so it doubles their effective health temporarily and can force enemy backlines to absolutely crumble. Look at this gameplay. I'm trying to get shots onto their squishies while bubbling my Star-Lord to pressure their team further back and keep them alive during his aggressive pushes. Plays like this are enough to win fights and games, so think when you use your bubble. And you might recall me saying that Magneto's a solid pick if the enemies are running flankers in the backline. And he kinda is. Obviously, if they're running Cap, Thor, Magic, Iron Fist, then you're cooked playing Mag. Melee hits do go through your shield, so you will just get run down. But if they have a singular Panther, for example, then a well-timed bubble and right-click can easily get him killed. The bubble's pretty obvious, but the right click stops all momentum and pushes enemies back if it has max charge. So this can disrupt a Panther's movement and give your team a chance to kill him. Anyway, those are the basic fundamentals for his kit. It's pretty simple. Now onto the main deal, the ultimate. You are no longer Magneto. The Lakers need a shooter and it is you. You must channel your inner LeBron and fucking land that shit on the skull of anyone you see fit. But it's not always that easy. His ultimate has a lot of things which you need to factor in. Firstly, the timing. It takes 4 seconds to fully charge his ultimate, and the longer you wait, the more damage you do. This maxes out at 300 damage if you wait the full time. And the next factor is the charge that it has. His ultimate absorbs all projectile damage like Star-Lord's or Punisher's bullets and Panther's spears, for example, everything. And for every single one of those points of charge, his ultimate gains 3 more damage. If the charge reaches max, it therefore does 300 more damage, making it a full 600. Make sure you do keep track of the charge that the ultimate has though. If you exceed 100 charge on your ult, it will just pop and no cool clips for you. Now, the next factor is what you're ulting or what the enemy is running. If they have a Luna, but mostly melee characters, you should know that you'll get almost no charge on your ult. So you will have to rely on just the timer damage, which might not be enough. If they're Rocket, Punisher, Bucky, you need to keep your eye locked on the charge number because odds are it will pop very fast, so you need to LeBron that shit as soon as possible. Now, the main use for Magneto's ultimate are as follows. Denying support ults, namely Luna, Cloak, and Mantis. Yes, you can kill Invis too, but she's invisible. So unless you catch her exposed, I wouldn't waste my ultimate on her. And for each of the 3 supports listed earlier, it's a different case each time. Your issue killing Cloak is her going out of line of sight, for example. Her time between dashes this patch has been reduced so she can easily go into cover. The upside is that she only has 275 health though, so you only need a little bit of charge and around half the timer damage to get the kill on her. For Luna, you want to make sure that her overhealth is gone before or while you are ulting. When Luna ults, she goes to 525 health with her normal 275 HP and the 250 shields which she gets on top. And yes, you can kill her through this in theory, but getting max charge while managing to wait out the entire 4 seconds of the ultimate is very rare. You want that shield gone, leaving her with just 275 HP which you can easily one-shot. Now, Mantis is also kind of a weird one. She moves very fast, so getting a direct hit onto her is quite hard. She also gets constant overhealth which regenerates when she's already on full health in her ultimate. These combined mean that you need very high charge like you do for Luna and good accuracy like you do for Cloak. And remember, it's a multiplayer game. You need to sense how the enemies are playing. You need to get a sense for how smart the enemies are. If their mag is bubbling their Cloak every time she ults, then either bait it out, have your team break the bubble, or simply go for another target. If enemies are putting shields in front of their Luna while she's ulting, for example, then maybe go for another target. I see so many Magnetos waste their ultimates on someone that they have no chance of killing. Like a Luna behind a strange shield, for example. If your initial target isn't available, then you have that 4-second window to find someone new and potentially secure a pick. Because remember, even 1 kill is enough to win a fight under the right circumstances. Look at this clip, for example. The Invis uses her ultimate and goes invisible. I don't then try to willy-nilly shoot my ultimate, I go for the Luna instead. And small decisions like this make all the difference in a game. Other prime targets for Magneto include Punisher, Star-Lord, and Iron Man. Each of their ultimates are guaranteed to give you high charge, which you can then throw back at their team to get free kills. Plus you can deny their ultimates too, which keeps your team safe. Hell, even using Magneto's ultimate to simply block general damage is viable to a degree. I've mag ulted, for example, after seeing my entire team get ulted by a thing to stop all follow-up damage from the enemy team as you absorb all projectiles. Look at this clip. Here, I know the enemy Iron Man has his ultimate as we push out through this tight doorway. I know he's going to use it, and it's our last proper fight, so I have to use my ultimate to cancel his. My ultimate does pop immediately, but it keeps my team safe and we win the fight and the game from it. So seriously, be creative. See what's working in a game and see what isn't. Because remember, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is just insanity. And that's the majority of what it takes to play Magneto. If you follow this properly, you will climb. And if you want some examples of some goated Magneto gameplay, then drop on my Twitch stream. I do 10 push-ups per follower, 30 per sub, so it will be worth your time. Anyway, thanks for watching, I'll see you later. Bye bye!